What is up, everybody? Welcome to another unboxing here on Vern's Hobbies. We have the Marvel Studios first 10 years Iron Man Mark VII from the Avengers film, the first Avengers movie. And we have my new little light up marquee just for fun. Let's get a good look at the box art for this figure. There's the figure is just looking so good in this figure. We'll get a closer look when it's out of the box, but there's what we're dealing with here. There's a description of the Avengers in 2012. You can pause and read that. This is number 3 in the first 10 years series of figures, and there's the side of the box where the collage is. Here's the back of the box with some details about the Mark VII suit of armor. And there's the movie poster from the Avengers. Some other stuff. We've got Marvel Studios first 10 years on the top. And there is the barcode. Let's get this guy open. Interesting, look at this. 2 pieces of tape on the bottom. I wonder why. 2 pieces of tape on the top too. That is very interesting. I wonder why my Mark VII has been opened twice. It looks okay. We're gonna proceed. We're gonna open it at the bottom so that hopefully helps with the box sitting on the shelf. There we go. Point of no return. Oh yeah, look at that. The box was already had this wrinkle in it. That was already there. Okay, let's get the Mark VII out of here. Oh, this suit of armor looks awesome. I am loving this already. I barely have it out of the box. Alright, it's gonna get loud for just a minute here. Gonna get the Iron Man figure loose first. Sorry if you're wearing headphones. There we go. There we have it. The Mark VII suit of armor. Freestanding just like that. Sorry, let me just adjust the camera here just one quick second. There we go. Alright, let's get the accessories out too. We'll get all the noisy plastic stuff over with right now for you guys. Extra fist and an additional arc pulse hand. Okay, all the noisy bits are done. You can turn the volume back up now. Let's get a close look at this Mark VII. I'm loving the paint apps on the head. It just looks really, really good. One minor little blemish here, just a little bit extra paint spot there, but very, very nice looking. The back is really cool too. If you've never seen this before, it has the air brakes from the film. So when Tony needs to slow down really fast, he puts his hands out and does a forwards blast and puts the air brakes up as well, which is really cool. Some people I know, I've seen them posing this as like adjustment flaps or whatever, but I'm pretty confident that these are just air brakes. They're not weaponized like in Infinity War kind of thing. So let's go over the articulation. I would expect this to be pretty typical. It does have a ball joint that's on. Okay, so he can look up this far. And he can look down this far. His head can go side to side, of course, and he's got a little bit of sideways pivot for some expression. Typical Iron Man articulation arms. They can go all the way up. You just move the shoulder pads out of the way. Swivel up here. Double jointed elbows. I like this detail here on this one. That's really cool. And wrist swivels. The blast effect hands, the repulsor blast hands, are not articulated at the wrist. That is very interesting. Check that out. Is that both of them? It is. No articulation on these ones. It's weird though. It's like there's a little notch there, right there, where it was going to be, but both blast effect hands are not articulated. I want the blast effect hands. Okay, we've got torso now. Can ab crunch forwards that far, and ab crunch back that far. That's decent. That's good enough for doing a arc blast. There's something going on at the hips. What? Oh no, there's nothing. No hip articulation. Oh, and the ab is on a ball, so I guess it's pretty flexible, which is nice. It's nice to get that in these figures. It looks like I got a quality problem here. This piece here, I guess cod piece or whatever this is, whatever part of the armor this is, it looks like it's not snug. Like it's supposed to be further up on the abs there. That is most unfortunate. I'm kind of sad about that because I was super excited. I thought this figure looked great. And now upon closer inspection, you can see in here it's tucked all the way up there, but down here it droops down. So I don't know, maybe maybe I can take a hairdryer and try to manipulate that to go back up. It's a little bit of a softer plastic than the abdomen, so I think it will fix itself if I heat it up, but it sucks that I have to do that for this figure because this figure was expensive. This was more than just a regular Legends figure. You know what I mean? And look, there's even like an indent right there where something went wrong. All right, so we've got legs that go out this far. Can't move ahead, can't kick forward all that much. There's a contact here. Can go back far enough though. Pretty good for flying poses. Double jointed knees as we would expect in Marvel Legends. And the ankles on a ball. Because of the armor though, can only go back that far. Can't go any further up than that. And we do maintain ankle pivots. What else do we got? Okay, let's put the blast effect in. Let's change out the fist. Do double blast effect. We'll do the pose that I described, coming to a stop. I think it's against the beginning of the movie. I forget when that happens in the film where he's flying and does this pose to change directions rapidly. Does this, and then the blast effects would be on the feet too. He does that and then turns around and then flies away really, really quickly. I clearly need to get some flight stands because me holding it like this to take pictures doesn't cut it. But you know, aside from this minor defect, very pleased with this figure. Like, if I didn't point it out, if I didn't mention it, maybe you wouldn't have noticed it. Maybe I wouldn't have noticed it if I hadn't said anything, or if this was someone else's figure and they hadn't said anything. But aside from that one minor defect, actually, let's take a look at this. Did we even look at these hands? I forget if I showed the rotation on these ones. The articulation, I should say. So we got the fisted hands as well. Some fisticuffs with Mark VII armor. Trying to line up. There we go. It looks off kilter when I'm looking at it. The chest to the abdomen because of this. It looks like it's not lined up properly. But the wrists, oh, it's soft plastic. So the wrists do bend back a little bit. You don't need to though because these are punching hands. And the articulation lets you go down this far. So you get some good punching done with these ones. So there you go. there is the Iron Man Mark VII from Avengers, the first Avengers movie. And I am loving this Iron Man figure. I only have a few. I don't have all of them. I don't have the Mark 43 and other things like that. But out of all of the Iron Man figures that I have seen and that I want in my collection, this has got to be the best looking Iron Man. My favorite Iron Man figure so far. So that's my review, you guys. I hope your figure comes out better than mine. If you do end up picking this one up, keep an eye out for this gap. It's unfortunate that I got one like that, but hey, you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles, fellas. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. There we go. And then we'll put the box art to the side here. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Be excellent to each other, and we'll see you next time.